Hi, Donna Jackson, Wise Queen. I'm here in Italy on my back porch. As you know, I've been talking about wines that I love here at home. I normally have lunch on the back porch. Sometimes I have people who are here for a meeting, and sometimes I just enjoy a glass over lunch. So people quite often ask me, what do you really enjoy? I mean, do you say you like wine because you work for these wine brands? And no, I try to promote wine and talk about wine that I love. So I kind of am the man in the street who decides that he likes wine because he just likes the taste of it. There is a wine for everyone, as I always say. So today it's a bit of an experiment. People often ask me, what do you have in your cellar? What are you collecting? So here's one, Michele Sera, which is a 2007. This wine was a sellout, and so I have it. I'm very fond of Michele Satter's wines. He makes wine in Bulgari, in the southern part of Tuscany, along the coast in the Super Tuscan region. The other one was a bit of a chance I took. It was a Sangiovese malbec mix Casa Latina from Argentina, and that's was something that fascinated me because I spent a lot of time talking about Sangiovese and, you know, testing and tasting Sangiovese. So this is a Malbec Sangiovese mix from Argentina. And the third one's rather special because this is called La Duma. Those of you who live in South Africa will know what we're talking about. And this is from a very famous brand in Portugal who make Tinto near Portugal, in Portugal, sorry, near Douro is what I meant to say. And this is a family. Those of you who know about Douro Valley in Portugal know all about the Newport brand. This is the Newport brand, and this label was custom made for the World Cup. You see it has all the animals on it. Ubuntu means, you know, people standing together in South Africa, so it's Douro, Portugal, and La Duma, which is what you would say when a goal is scored in soccer. And so Newport, those of you who know anything about wine know Newport is 13%, and it's a Tinto, it's a red wine. So those are three wines that I have in my cellar, and I collected for various reasons. So this one's rather special because I think it's a collector's wine. I've opened one and it was great, and this one's to keep. This one I'll open today and we can test it. Sangiovese Malbec blend, and this one is a Syrah from Michele Satta that I'll probably lay down for a very happy day because it was a sellout year and he doesn't have any more. And here I am on my little loggia, I suppose you would call it, in Italy where I live, and this is where I normally take my lunch. I just finished reviewing for you Casa de Bosque, the white Chardonnay, and another time we'll talk about whether you should use a Poro or not, but that's for another day. So right now let's just give this a whirl. Now I am my own cameraman, so I'm going to have to put down the camera to open this bottle of Sangiovese Malbec. Give me a minute. There we are. I hope that still gives you a view of what I'm doing. So I don't have a knife. I'm doing this the barbaric way, and so I just normally give it a bit of a score, and then I rip it off. I mean, some people have cutters and all sorts of extravagant objects. I don't have any extravagant objects. It's quite possible that I could, of course, render my fingers into meat and do all of that, but normally this just works. I just use the end of the corkscrew, get it off, and in 5 seconds you should have this bottle of wine open, or God being willing. So let's see what this great Argentinian Sangiovese Malbec blend gives us, and what secrets it has in store for us. So, many people ask me what's the best cork. Is cork better than cardboard? Is cardboard better than plastic? I don't really care, as long as the wine's good. So there's Casa Latina. I just opened it. Let's pour it into this crystal glass. I normally use crystal. Maybe this should have been opened and let to air a bit, but let's just see how it behaves just straight out the bottle. Casa Latina from Mendoza, malbec sangiovese, and that's the back. This is about $12, so it's an everyman's wine. The color's fabulous, as you can see. Fabulous color, as you expect from that very dark sangiovese and malbec, which I love. Gosh, on the nose it's an absolute dream. It's kind of little bit of cassis, black fruit, very in your face black fruit. Wow, it's the smells of winter, you know, leaves, peat moss. The fruit is on the nose too. Blackberry. It's blackberry, a bit of cassis. Quite peppery actually. Sometimes I'll end up getting wine up my nose. That happens quite often. Wow. Right, this wine is superlative. For a $12 wine, this wine is just fabulous. I suggest you go out and buy yourself a case. Casa Latina from Mendoza in Argentina. It's the vintage 2007. Sorry, I sort of said that. 2007, good year for me. I hope it was a good year for most of you winemakers. It certainly was for Casa Latina, this Sangiovese Malbec mix. Finish is great. It's chocolatey, a little bit peppery. The fruit is fabulous. It's not in your face, but the finish is beautiful. It's smooth, and I think this will appeal to people who don't like very tannic wines and don't like, you know, wines that have to develop in a green. This is 2007, so it's been around for 4 years. I think it'll just get better. It's got a lovely slight hint of clothes and Christmassy feeling. I think be a great Christmas wine. It will be a great wine to have by the fire, and you could order a case and not break the bank. So there we are. Wine's Queen Donna Jackson reviewing wine on my back porch before I go on my social media social glue tour of Portugal and Europe. So those are the three, my surprise wines I took for you out of my cellar. We had this Casa Latina, which we've just tasted, this amazing Michele Sata Syrah of 2007, and this lovely Laduma Newport wine from Portugal. And I'll be reviewing Portugal's wines for you now, both Vinho Verde and Douro. So, Wine's Queen on my back porch with a great glass of Casa Latina Sangiovese Merlot mix, signing out. Enjoy your wine. Bye for now.